All right, guys, it's, gosh, I don't think it's noon yet. But they dropped the post in this morning and leveling those posts on the back side. Tomorrow they're gonna start framing it, and they thought they'd possibly be done framing tomorrow, no more than Friday. But man, these guys are cooking, dude. So just give you an idea of what's going on here. So these end posts are gravel, concrete, gravel, a couple of 3 bags of concrete in the middle, then more gravel, then 3. So they kind of get those end posts, which are the wind shear posts, I guess, concreted in. The middle post on the edges, on the sides, are not concreted in, just hard packed gravel. And but all the front ones are graveled in. Also, these center posts are 6-inch posts, and the end posts are 6 by 8, 8 by 6 post. And yeah, so it's looking good, man. This is going very fast. So yeah, looks great. I'm gonna drop off here because that was my address. Not that I care, I just don't want people come stealing my shit when I'm not here. Just kidding. But that's it. See, they got a couple more posts to do. They're working on one there. Then they got the front ones to do. Yeah, he said they thought they'd be done. Well, they will be. They'll be done posting these today, straightening them, leveling them, and then they'll start framing tomorrow. In fact, Juan is over here cutting boards. In my yard, this used to be farmland, but I looked it up on the internet, and I was like, what in the heck is this? It smells like onion. And I guess it's called wild onion. If you look at the base of these, if you can get it out before it rips, I can't. Anyway, it smells like a garlic onion, and they're edible. Not that I'm going to eat them. I'm trying to frickin' kill them. All right, hey everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. It is a cool morning in the 50s, maybe 40s. Everyone's got their sweatshirts on. It's supposed to get up into the 60s today. Tomorrow, really nice day. Back to sunshine and beautiful. But we definitely have an overcast day. And the guys are back. This is day 3. They're going to start framing, and it's moving along quite well. Got the time lapse over here in the front this time, and we're going to time lapse from the front. I think from this point on. I'm definitely wanting it there for when he starts doing that, and I was thinking about doing it over here, but I think there's too much stuff in the way. Maybe if he gets rid of the case, I'll put it over here, because then that's a beautiful shot right here. I wish I could do it from right here, but it's not going to quite work for me. These guys are really nice. Juan and Josh, Cameron and Austin. That's these guys' names. They're really nice. A couple of them already subscribed to the channel. Josh and I don't know who it was. It might have been Austin, I think. I don't know, Austin or Cameron. I don't know which. But yeah, they're gonna start framing today. So we're real excited about that. Anyway, yesterday, if you saw the drone come back, if you watched yesterday's footage when I sent the Phantom up in the air. When it came back on its own because I had lost the direction it was traveling, and it said that I have 2%, and then it's going to return to home, or 10 seconds, and it's going to return to home. And by the time I started to get it turned, it had lifted up in the air and started returning home. And I'm lucky, that's the first time I've ever had it do that. So I was happy to see that it returned home, and that's where they're at. Yep. putting that upper level on. Looking good. Also, if you notice on the last video when I was walking, the camera was shaking a little bit more. I'm using the Canon camera, and it's got auto focus and stability and everything else on it. Stabilization is on. Of course, I'm walking and moving around a lot, so maybe that's why it wasn't so stable, and I apologize for that, but I'll try to stay still a little bit more than I was in the previous videos. But how about the drone footage, man? That was with the Phantom 4. They're beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna fly today because of the overcast. But probably tomorrow when it gets better, we'll throw it up earlier in the morning because we'll be able to see where they're at on that video. I really like the flight videos because they look so good. Alright. Alright guys, this is where they're at so far. They just had a nice lunch. I want to just come out here and give you a little visual. I'm looking for a specific thing. When they get to it, I'll walk over and show it to you in a little bit. Alright guys, a little bit of daily vlog here. It's a little cool this morning, in the 40s here. It's going to warm up into the 60s, and then I think tomorrow and the next day into the 70s, and then midweek we're going to be in the 80 degrees. So it's looking really good. Today is day 4 of the barn build for econ-o-fab putting the barn up. So day 1 they drilled holes, day 2 they put the post in, day 3 they did half of the framework, and today they'll do the other half of the framework. And then on Monday they take Saturday, Sunday off. That's good for the workers, good for the company, good for the spirit. So they'll be back to work on Monday putting trusses up. So trusses are the big top things. I don't know how many there are. There's a bunch of them though, but they'll put trusses up, and then I don't know what comes after that. Maybe window framing. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think they start putting siding up. I'm just not 100% sure. But we'll know next week. She's got shape now, but next week she should start looking like a pole barn. Anyway, today is Friday, so it's definitely day 4 of their building. They put their sign up today, just in case one of these videos catch fire. They'll get a little bit of free advertising, and maybe someone here in Oregon will say, "Hey, I saw you on RV Enthusiast, Bruce's channel," and it won't make a difference, but at least they'll know that their sign worked in my yard. Anyway, the sprinkler system's been going off, which is good. I fertilized and weed and feeded yesterday, so the grass should start turning nice and green, and I should have a whole bunch of stuff to mow. Now I'm gonna flip the microphone around so I can keep the camera in front and my ugly face out of the picture. Alright, so that's what we have. That's Big Josh right there. He's a good guy. And then his 2 new employees they were up there framing a minute ago. They're down here somewhere hiding, but they're good workers. Me and him talked about it, and they're really nice kids. New job for them. They started on Tuesday with these guys, and so my barn's the first one they did. But nice kids. Anyway, this is where we're at. It's Friday. Laura's home. I've got stuff to do. I've gotta trim up the front bushes by the house. We got some ones that's supposed to look like little balls, and they are not looking like that. So, all right, see that little ball tree? It's supposed to look like a ball. It looks like out of control hair. That's what I got to work on. All right, this is today's update. I'll probably give you Monday's update before I put this out with the trusses going up. All right, hey everybody, RV Enthusiast here. Nice seeing you again. Hey, it is just around 80 degrees Monday morning. Guys came back this morning. I started the time lapse a while back, and I had to go to the dentist. I had a teeth cleaning to do. Time lapse will show where they're at, but I'll show you where they're at right now. It looks pretty good. I told you the trusses were going up. I'm going to move the microphone backwards so I can talk to you and you can look at it. And there we have it. Trusses are up. Looks really good. So I went to the dentist, then came back from the dentist. They had the trusses all assembled on the ground. And then today I came back. I took a little nap. I was pretty tired. And trusses are up. I didn't even hear pounding or anything. Looks good, man. So tomorrow, my guess, unless they're already doing it, they're going to start tying those. Yeah, it'll be tomorrow. They'll start tying those trusses together. So I think that's what the plan is. I'll get closer to it for you. You see where it's at. I think it's Juan and his whole crew now. Yeah, you guys want to see it? So what they did was, the truss guys came this morning and dropped them off the truck, and they tied them together. Yeah, so they're tied together. So they spent this morning tying them together, and then now they're up. Looks great. Can't wait. Looks really good, guys. On the weekend, that's what we cleaned out. If you can see, you can kind of see below them now. We lifted up all the plants by cutting the undershrub of the plant, and then we did some trimming. Well, we trimmed everything really, but in there I started trimming, and let's just see if I can come in on it. The one tree, I don't know if I can point to it. Yeah, right there in the front. I topped the top of it off, and my wife's like, don't top the top of the trees, you can do the bushes, don't do the trees. So she thinks that kind of threw the balance off a little bit, but I personally, I want it lower. I want it thinned out. There's too much. If you look at everyone else's retaining ponds, I think mine was the first one, and they call it some kind of clear water feature or something. But basically, rainwater comes off the house, drops into a little pipe out there, and then runs to the street, and then gets run down the street for the rainwater. If you can look it over there at my neighbor's, you really can't even see it because there's nothing in it. He's got very little plants. And my other neighbor, Roger, he's got plants, but they're nice and small and very manageable and not a wild jungle. That was a jungle. So we took 2 full days doing that this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We did half on Saturday, half on Sunday, and it looks good, but I really wish it was even more thinned out. I think this is what I have to increase by 350 square feet, because we put the pole barn in, and you got to accompany the pole barn's water runoff. So what that's going to do is I'm going to have to stretch this out this way. I think you'll see all them little balls look like they had stand-up hair. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. That's the video. All right, we'll catch you on the next episode. Thanks for joining me today.
To like, share, and subscribe, click the logo to the left.